We delve into a forgotten chapter of Norse mythology, where the mighty Thor, god of thunder, embarks on a journey to unlock the power of ancient runes. This tale is not just about strength and valor but also about the sacrifices that come with immense power. Stay tuned as we reveal the hidden story of Rune King Thor, a legend shrouded in mystery and forgotten by time. In the icy realms of Asgard, where the winds howled like wolves and the mountains stood tall against the stormy skies, there lived a god known to all, Thor, the Thunderer. Wielding his mighty hammer Mjolnir, Thor was the protector of Asgard and Midgard, the human world. His strength was unmatched, and his courage was the stuff of legends. But there was one power even the great Thor had not yet mastered, the ancient runes. The runes were said to be the keys to the universe, symbols of primordial magic that could alter the fabric of reality itself. They were created at the dawn of time by the Norns, the three sisters who wove the fate of all beings, gods and mortals alike. The runes held the secrets of creation and destruction, of life and death, but their knowledge came at a terrible price. Only the wisest and most daring could hope to unlock their power. Thor knew of the runes, of course. He had heard the stories of how his father, Odin, had sacrificed his eye to gain wisdom, and how he had hung from the world tree, Yggdrasil, for 9 days and nights to learn the secrets of the runes. But Odin had always warned Thor that the runes were not for the faint of heart. They required more than just physical strength, they demanded a sacrifice of the soul. Yet, a time came when Thor could no longer ignore the call of the runes. A great darkness was spreading across the 9 realms, an ancient force that even Thor's mighty hammer could not vanquish. The Jotnar, the frost giants of Jotunheim, had risen once more, and they brought with them a new weapon, a dark magic that was immune to Mjolnir's lightning. The giants, led by their fearsome king, Thrym, threatened to plunge the world into eternal winter, and Asgard stood on the brink of destruction. Desperate to save his people, Thor sought out the Norns, who dwelled in the shadowy roots of Yggdrasil. The journey to their domain was perilous, filled with trials that tested Thor's resolve. He battled fierce beasts, crossed treacherous landscapes, and faced his deepest fears. But nothing could deter him from his quest. When he finally reached the Well of Urd, where the Norns resided, Thor was greeted by the 3 sisters, Urd, Verdandi, and Skuld, who held the threads of fate in their hands. The Norns, knowing Thor's purpose, warned him of the dangers that lay ahead. To gain the power of the runes, Thor would have to sacrifice something far greater than his strength or his hammer. He would have to give up a part of his very essence, a piece of his soul that could never be recovered. Thor, determined to save Asgard, accepted the Norns' terms. The sisters instructed him to carve the runes into his flesh, a painful ritual that would bind their power to his being. As the blade cut into his skin, Thor felt the ancient magic course through his veins. Each rune carved brought with it a vision, of creation, of destruction, of the endless cycle of life and death. And with each vision, Thor felt a part of himself slipping away, consumed by the knowledge he was gaining. When the ritual was complete, Thor was no longer the god he had been. He had become something more, something both powerful and terrifying. He was now Rune King Thor, a being with the knowledge and power of the runes, but also with the burden of their dark secrets. Armed with his newfound power, Thor returned to Asgard to confront the frost giants. The battle that ensued was unlike any other. With a single word, Thor could summon storms that tore through the heavens, fire that burned with the intensity of the sun, and shadows that consumed all light. The giants, once so confident in their dark magic, were no match for the Rune King's wrath. Thor's power was absolute, and the giants were driven back into the icy depths of Jotunheim. But victory came at a cost. The runes had given Thor unimaginable power, but they had also changed him. He was no longer the carefree god of thunder, the protector who laughed in the face of danger. The knowledge he had gained weighed heavily on him, and he found himself haunted by the visions he had seen during the ritual. The secrets of the runes were not meant for mortal minds, and even a god like Thor struggled to bear their burden. In the years that followed, Thor's relationship with the other gods became strained. He withdrew from his friends and family, spending more time in solitude, contemplating the mysteries of the runes. He became distant, and the other gods whispered of the change that had come over him. Some feared him, while others pitied him. But none could truly understand what he had sacrificed to save them. As time passed, the story of Rune King Thor faded into legend. The runes, once so powerful, became a forgotten art, their secrets lost to the ages. Thor himself never spoke of his time as the Rune King, and the scars that bore the runes' marks were hidden beneath his armor. But those who knew him best could see the toll it had taken on him. Even as the years turned into centuries, the tale of Rune King Thor remained a cautionary one, a reminder of the price of knowledge and the dangers of power. And though the world would never know the full extent of his sacrifice, Thor's legacy as the god who dared to unlock the secrets of the runes lived on, a testament to the courage and tragedy of a hero who had given everything to protect his people.